Hey there, RiverScene magazine fans and subscribers. Lonnie Stevenson here. We are outside Havasu 95 Speedway, actually behind the backstretch wall. And I have with me Dennis Miele from WPA Fireworks, and we are getting ready for the 35th annual. Holy smokes.
Yep, that's right.
Winterblast. And we're actually on the backside of the Speedway. What's really cool is this is the stuff people don't see, and there's an incredible amount of stuff already set up for tonight's show. Tell me a little bit, I guess, first of what WPA is doing here for the 35th year.
Yep, so this is welcome to our Winter Sky Wizardry. That's our theme for this year. It is our 35th anniversary. Actually 32 years doing Winterblast here in Lake Havasu City. So we're excited for everybody to be back. We have about 800 people attending the event. And that includes crew that are setting up the shows that will go on tonight, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. There's some additional shows being set up on the infield of the track, especially our pit crew, which is our pyros in training. That's our program for anyone 6 on up that wants to learn about doing fireworks and fireworks shows, and they don't know anything about it yet. So we teach them everything on site here, and they actually put together a show that goes on Sunday night.
Dennis, we come out and most of the citizens of Lake Havasu come out to see the public displays at night, but there is so much going on during the day, seminars and workshops and just a beehive of activity around here.
Absolutely. There's tons of things that are happening during the day. We have over 160 world-class seminars, 2 of which have been live broadcast from for the first time on site. And one of the presenters is live streaming interactively from Australia.
Oh, wow.
So we actually are a world-class organization. In addition to the seminars and workshops are for hands-on. We actually are building things that the participants get to shoot off later at night. Okay, and then we also have folks that are manufacturing throughout the day, throughout the week, and everything that gets manufactured here gets shot here.
Nothing can leave
Nothing
the premises.
can leave the premises, correct.
One of the things as we were walking around today, you pointed out, and if you've been to Havasu 95 Speedway, you see the containers and the stuff in the pit area where a lot of the teams use for like spotter stand and stuff, but those are actually your containers.
Right, there's 3 containers where we store our equipment year round. When we say equipment, it's the mortar tubes and racks that we use, it's all of our safety equipment, blast shields, all of the ready boxes that we use for during the day, fire extinguishers, you know, but there's, like I said, 3 full containers. And when we get on site, we empty them. And before we leave, they're packed full, and you don't even know we were here when we leave.
No idea, no. Very good. Well, WPA for the 35th year out here at Lake Havasu. The citizens of Lake Havasu get the benefit of incredible shows. Friday, Saturday, Sunday night can be kind of a really good show depending upon how much is left over, or sometimes not.
There's that, yeah. The big draw for Sunday night is we like to see our pit crew show.
Oh, that's right.
They're putting together, and then we also have the member showcase. And the member showcase is a great time because we shoot the shells one at a time, announcing who built it, what the composition is, and we get to see the shell itself and enjoy what they put their time and effort into.
One of the coolest things about kind of being down amongst all of you all is everybody lines up their seat. There is just such a buzz and anticipation before each night's public demonstration.
Yeah.
I mean, and people that have been doing this for 30 years, right? But they still get that same excitement.
Yeah, so one of the things that the folks from Havasu need to understand is this is an event for pyrotechnicians. This is our event.
No, it's for Havasu. It's all about Havasu.
We do the public display for Havasu, but this is for us, right? And we have pyrotechnicians doing things and putting on displays for other pyrotechnicians. A lot of us are professionals. We shoot professional shows on the side. Or for a lot of people, it's actually their business. So it takes quite a bit to get a pyro person excited about what they're going to see and do. And the things that happen here on site, you most likely will never see anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. And at the end of each show at night, there's a gentleman in a bicycle that has a
Ernie the Pyro Pig.
Ernie the Pyro Pig.
He gets to ride his bicycle around the track. He's not going to be able to do it fully around the track this year, but he has a bicycle he's pulling a trailer with fireworks shooting off behind him.
And he's got a harem of people that cheer him on the entire way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So at the end of the show, make sure you stay for Ernie the Pyro Pig if you're coming out here to see one of the shows.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Great time.
Dennis, thank you.
You're welcome, Lonnie.
All right, we have caught up with a couple of, can we use the word virgin? I mean, this is your first time here at Winterblast.
Yeah.
Garrison and Ben are from North Dakota.
Yep.
And this is your first year here in Havasu. So how's it been so far?
Really awesome, actually. We didn't know what to expect. I'd been to Arizona, but different parts. I'd never been to Havasu. And so to come here and get to be a part of this event and see what this event has to offer, but not just the event, Lake Havasu as a whole. You know, we spent a little bit of time here prior to the event, seeing the area and the things to do, and very impressed with how much there was to do, as well as the accommodations that the town has in the area.
Nice. So first timers, Havasu, what have you done that's been the most fun so far?
Sorry, I drew a complete blank. Aside from this event, any of the outdoor stuff, whether it's the lake or, you know, even for us, this weather is very warm.
Yeah.
Right?
Welcome to winter in Havasu.
Yes.
We have been suffering for so long.
I would have to say probably our favorite thing, being where we're from, is the warm weather. And then getting to go sit out by the beach and enjoy the water, or be able to go for a hike. I would say the best part about this has been the nature side of things. Getting to come out here and enjoy the outdoors, even though it's wintertime still.
So WPA is what actually drew you here. So what are you working on while you're here? What do you got going?
I think that was one of the beautiful parts about this event, was we weren't sure we didn't have any expectations of what to expect from the event. And so to have many of, you know, expectations filled, I guess, having plenty to do, not having anything particular in mind, whether it be from shell building or a seminar that was educational, this has fulfilled many of that broad range of things to do.
And what do you guys do back in North Dakota? Displays?
Displays.
So you go around and do different demonstrations and different displays. How long
Yes,
you guys been doing?
About 6-7 years now.
Okay.
It started very small, but it's been growing into more. And with that being said, we keep getting more into the pyro world, come into these types of events. And yeah, I would say 6-7 years now.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
Got the next one. We've worked our way over to the Showstopper Fireworks tent, and there is a beehive of activity, but we missed the really cool part, and this machine was going just a little while ago.
Yes.
I'm with Vic, and what the heck is this thing?
It's called a shell pasting machine, also called a wasp machine. And it wraps gummed paper tape around the shells that we've made. And it makes them stronger. They're paper mache, and they're full of black powder and stars. And then this wraps the paper tape around a bunch of layers so that they're very, very strong.
And how many have you wrapped today?
32,
And you plan on firing them all off tonight?
all but one.
All but one. And then going to do another 30 tomorrow, or 32?
I don't think we'll get that many by tomorrow. We'll probably have another 15 by tomorrow night, maybe more.
Now, gentleman over here is got some sort of bag of, what is that he has?
Black powder. It's black powder, and it's in a granulated form, so it becomes lift powder, and it is what's going to make the shells leave their mortar at the speed of a .45 caliber bullet when that stuff goes off.
And he's weighing out individual bags
Right.
for.
We have weighed each shell, and the amount he weighs out has to do. Each shell gets its own correct amount of weight to launch it the right amount up in the air. So here's one.
And this is a completed shell?
This is it's completed as far as making the shell, but now we got a number of steps where we're adding 3 kinds of fuse onto it, to make this go off. So and the fuse that goes into that lift charge that he's weighing there and sets off the time fuse that she's preparing, and that takes a while. So hopefully when the shell gets up to 600 feet, it blows it up.
And what size shell is that again?
6 inch.
6 inch. And it's just a beehive of like production line of wires being cut and all kinds of stuff going on here. All the glamour of shooting off fireworks, huh?
It's a whole lot of fun. We all just love it. It's a whole lot of fun.
How many years you guys been coming out?
I think the fellow over here, Doug, and I have been doing it for 6 years, maybe 7 years. We're losing track. It's hard to keep track.
Nice. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you again. We can't wait to see these shells go off tonight.
Yes, we can't either. We're looking forward to it. See how they did, and we write down what's in each shell, and then we can see how they did. And Diane is famous for saying, "This one is going to be the showstopper. All the rest of yours are going to pale in comparison. I've got the showstopper." And then 2 hours later, she'll say, "No, this one is going to be the showstopper." And that's where the name came from.
Oh, nice, nice. So one of the really cool things about being behind the scenes here, Dennis, is we've got a bunch of stuff set up for tonight's display, but what am I looking at here that the people in the stands don't see?
Yeah. Okay. So this is a rack or several racks of 5-inch shells, and there's 3 mortars or tubes that are made of a high-density plastic.
Okay.
Plugs on the bottom, about this big, and the shells actually get dropped down into here, each tube, and then they get wired into a module, and this is an electronic module. So this is how we can fire the shows electronically via computer, and all of the modules are connected to each other by a wire, and then they'll be in turn be connected to the firing system that's up on the track and show control.
Okay. And each one of the racks has got a
shell in
a
it.
designated.
Yep. Each not only
Labeled, I guess I should say.
Not only each block of racks, but also each shell within the rack has its own address.
So each shell is wired here to the control module.
Yep.
And then it hooked up to the main computer down on, and someone down below is.
But way back over there in front of the grandstands is show control, and that's where the firing module is.
And so there's 3, 6, 12 in this. Oh my God. So
Yeah.
there's 100 shells here easily.
Easily. Yep.
That'll be just part of a small piece of tonight's show.
Sure, absolutely. And if you see things where tubes are turned upside down, those are in the racks, but they're not being used.
So I see different size, and you talked earlier about the different size shells. So you said these were 5 inches here.
Correct. Yep.
So typically, what size of a shell do we normally see, or what range of sizes
So
do we see?
typical fireworks shows are 3-inch over there in the green, 4-inch in the purple, and then the 5-inch here in the orange. We can go from 44 millimeters all the way up to 10 inches. Now, because we're manufacturing items here on site for use in the shows, that's where we can go up to 16 or even 24 inches as part of the show.
And we may,
We will see a 24, we just don't know when yet.
Nice. Well, that's it from Havasu 95 Speedway in Sarah Park for the 35th annual Pyrotechnics show going on, courtesy of WPA. I know Dennis said it's all about them, but hey, for all of us in Havasu, we thought it was about us. We hope you enjoy the weekend, be safe, enjoy the fireworks, and we'll see you again next year.